What if I told you that one of the moons in our solar system is being murdered by the planet it orbits? Slowly, over billions of years, but murdered. The kind of slow execution that is happening right now, while you are watching this video, second by second, with no way to stop it. The moon is called Triton. It belongs to Neptune, and it is the only large moon in our entire solar system that does something no other moon does. It orbits its planet backwards, the wrong direction, against the spin of the very planet it belongs to, like a swimmer fighting the tide. This breaks the most basic rule of how moons work. Every other moon you have ever heard of orbits the way its planet spins. Earth and our moon, Jupiter and its moons, Saturn, Uranus, Mars, same direction, always. Triton is the one exception. And the reason it breaks that rule is going to take us somewhere strange. Through a planetary crime scene where Neptune's original family of moons no longer exists. Through an ocean of liquid water hiding under Cantaloupe textured ice. And through the most uncomfortable part of this entire story. The fact that we know all of this, and we are choosing to do absolutely nothing about it. And yes, before we get into it, one small thing. If you are new to the channel, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Now let me take you to Triton. Picture yourself standing on Triton's surface. The ground beneath your feet is pale pink water, ice mixed with frozen nitrogen. The temperature is minus 235 degrees Celsius. Cold enough to instantly freeze any liquid you have ever touched. The sun in your sky is barely a bright star, a pinpoint of light, 900 times fainter than what you see on Earth. And then you look up. Neptune fills almost a third of your sky, a massive blue sphere, deep cobalt, with white streaks of high-altitude clouds racing across its face, storms wider than entire continents on Earth. The planet hangs there, motionless from your viewpoint, because you are tidally locked to it. It will never rise, it will never set, it will simply be there, watching for the rest of your life and the rest of Triton's existence. You are standing on a moon, and the moon is moving the wrong way around that planet above you. Moons do not just decide to go the other way, they orbit in the direction they were born moving. When a planetary system forms, the planet and everything around it spin together. A swirling disk of gas and rock, all rotating in the same direction, all locked into that motion forever. Earth's moon orbits east because Earth spins east, both formed from the same cloud 4.5 billion years ago. That is how it works. Triton, by every law of how planetary systems form, should not exist where it is. A moon that size, orbiting backwards around a gas giant. It is physically impossible to form naturally in that configuration. The mathematics says it cannot be. But Triton is there, almost the size of our moon, round and geologically active, orbiting Neptune the wrong way. So what is the answer? The answer is that Triton did not form there. Triton came from somewhere else, and Neptune caught it. In the outer solar system, beyond Neptune, there is a region called the Kuiper Belt. You know it as the home of Pluto. It is where the leftovers of solar system formation sit. Frozen, distant, mostly small, the cold edge of our planetary neighborhood. Triton, by everything we now understand about its chemistry, its size, and its surface composition, is a Kuiper Belt object. It looks almost exactly like Pluto, same kinds of ices, same surface features, same range of size. Triton and Pluto are siblings. Pluto orbits the Sun, Triton orbits Neptune. What happened in between? About 4 billion years ago, Triton was probably drifting through the outer solar system on its own, orbiting the Sun, possibly part of a binary pair with another large object, the way Pluto and Charon are bound together today. And then Triton got too close to Neptune. Capturing a moon is incredibly hard. Almost every gravitational encounter ends one of two ways. Either the smaller object slingshots past the planet and flies away forever, or it slams into the planet directly. Neither outcome is capture. To actually catch a moon, you need a very specific, very rare set of conditions. The leading theory is that Triton was, originally, half of a binary pair. When Triton's binary system flew too close to Neptune, the planet's gravity ripped them apart. The other half got slingshotted out of the solar system at high speed, lost forever. Triton was caught. That should have been a happy ending for a moon, a new home, a stable orbit, a new planet to circle. It was not. Capturing a massive object backwards into your system does not just gain you a new moon. It also destroys everything else. Neptune almost certainly had its own family of small moons before Triton arrived. Every other gas giant does. Jupiter has 95, Saturn has 146, Uranus has 28. These moons formed from the same disk of material the planet did. Small bodies, orbiting in the normal direction, going about their business. A normal moon system. Neptune today has 14 moons. Triton is by far the largest. The rest are tiny, irregular shapes, weird orbits, sizes ranging from a few kilometers to a few hundred. They do not look like Jupiter's moons or Saturn's moons. They look like debris, and that is because they are. When Triton arrived, a Pluto-sized object hurtling into Neptune's system going the wrong direction, its gravity tore through Neptune's original moon system like a wrecking ball. Existing moons were thrown into chaotic orbits. Some were ejected from the system entirely, some smashed into each other, some smashed into Triton. The debris that survived is what we see today, the small, irregular, scattered moons of Neptune. Triton did not just join Neptune's family, Triton replaced it. This is the part most people stop at. Triton arrives, destroys the old system, settles into a backwards orbit, end of story. A stable, captured moon, finally at home. It is not stable. Every other moon in our solar system, the ones orbiting in the correct direction, is slowly moving away from its planet. Our own moon is drifting away from Earth at 3.8 centimeters a year. Because their orbital motion is aligned with the planet's spin, gravitational tides transfer energy outward over time. Moons spiral away slowly, but they spiral away. Triton is doing the opposite. Because Triton orbits backwards, the tidal forces between it and Neptune work in reverse. Energy is being drained from Triton's orbit, second by second, century by century. Triton is spiraling inward, slowly, but inevitably. In about 3.6 billion years, Triton will get close enough to Neptune that the planet's tidal forces will tear it apart. The moon will be ripped into pieces. Those pieces will form a ring around Neptune. Neptune will become the second ringed planet in our solar system, except Saturn's rings will probably be gone by then. Sit with that for a second. Triton is the largest captured moon in our solar system, and it is on a 3.6 billion year countdown to being destroyed by the very planet that captured it. But the same force that is killing Triton is also doing something else. Tidal forces do not just pull on orbits, they squeeze the inside of the moon itself. Every time Triton's distance from Neptune changes even slightly, the planet's gravity stretches the moon, releases it, stretches it again. That stretching generates heat, friction inside solid material, enormous amounts of heat. So Triton, a moon out at the edge of our solar system, 4.5 billion kilometers from the Sun, where the surface temperature is minus 235 degrees Celsius, should be warming up from the inside. In 1989, we found out it was. Voyager 2 is the only spacecraft that has ever visited Neptune. It flew past in August 1989, took photographs as it sped through the system, then kept going out into interstellar space, where it is still traveling today. Its closest approach to Triton lasted only a few hours. The mission was not designed to study Triton. Triton was a bonus, an accident of the trajectory. What Voyager 2 saw in those few hours rewrote how we think about that world. The surface of Triton has a strange texture nobody has ever seen anywhere else in the solar system. The team that processed the images called it Cantaloupe terrain, a network of dimpled, melon-like ridges and depressions covering huge areas of the moon's surface. Nobody fully understands how Cantaloupe terrain forms. The best models suggest it is the result of slow convective movement in the ice, meaning the surface is being lifted and replaced by warmer ice from below. The surface is being resurfaced from underneath. That alone would be remarkable. But Voyager 2 saw something else. It saw plumes. Active eruptions, vertical columns of nitrogen gas, rising 8 kilometers above Triton's surface, drifting downwind for over 100 kilometers before settling into dark streaks on the ice. Live geological activity on a moon out beyond Neptune, in the coldest part of our solar system. The plumes mean something terrifying and beautiful. Triton is alive on the inside. There is a heat source within that moon. Exactly the kind of heat source tidal forces from Neptune would generate. And where there is heat in a body made of ice, there is the possibility of liquid water, a subsurface ocean. Triton, in all likelihood, has a liquid water ocean beneath its frozen crust, heated not by the sun. The sun out there is barely a bright star, heated by Neptune's gravity, the same force that is dragging this captured moon inward. Slowly, century by century, is also keeping the inside of it warm. The same force that is killing Triton from the outside is keeping it alive on the inside. And if Triton has a subsurface ocean, then we are talking about a world with the same basic ingredients for life that Europa has, that Enceladus has, that every astrobiologist is currently obsessed with. Liquid water, heat, chemistry. The three things you need to even ask the question. Except nobody is asking it about Triton because nobody is going there. Europa Clipper, NASA's mission to study Jupiter's moon Europa, is currently flying through space. Cost $5 billion. Scheduled to arrive in 2030. The Cassini mission spent 13 years studying Saturn and its moons, including the multiple flybys that revealed Enceladus's plumes. The James Webb Space Telescope has been turned toward Europa, Enceladus, and Titan repeatedly over the last 3 years. Triton has received 0 dedicated study since 1989. Stop and think about that. We have spent the last 36 years building entire missions around moons that might have subsurface oceans. And Triton, which almost certainly has one, has been visited for less time than the average commercial flight. The data from that one Voyager 2 encounter is still the data we use today. Every paper about Triton's geology, every estimate of its interior, every model of its possible biology, all of it traces back to a few hours of observations made the same year the Berlin Wall fell. There has been one proposed mission. It is called Trident. It would launch in the early 2030s. A dedicated flyby, modern instruments, finally answering the questions Voyager 2 left open. Trident has not been funded. In 2020, NASA chose between 4 candidate missions for its Discovery program. 2 of them were Venus missions. 1 was an asteroid mission. Trident was the 4th option. NASA chose the Venus missions. Trident was passed over. It has not been brought back to the table since. There is currently no mission going to Triton. There is no spacecraft being built to visit Triton. There is no decade-out plan to visit Triton. Our entire scientific understanding of one of the most interesting moons in our solar system continues to come from a few hours of observations made 36 years ago by a spacecraft that was not really designed to look at it. Now remember the opening of this video. I told you there is exactly one large moon in our solar system that orbits its planet backwards. A planetary crime scene, an active alien ocean, a death sentence written into the orbit. The crime scene is real. Neptune's original moon system is gone. Scattered into the debris that survived Triton's arrival, the death sentence is real. Triton is spiraling inward. And in 3.6 billion years, it will be destroyed by the planet that captured it. The ocean is almost certainly real, sealed under Cantaloupe textured ice, heated by the very same tidal forces that are killing Triton from the outside in. This moon is a captured Kuiper Belt object, geologically active, possibly habitable, orbiting in the wrong direction on a countdown to its own destruction. It is, by every reasonable scientific standard, one of the most important worlds in our solar system to study, and we are choosing not to look. Voyager 2 took photographs of Triton's south pole as it flew past. You can find them online. Pale pink ice, dark streaks where plumes had deposited material, a landscape that has been resurfacing itself for billions of years. The last close images any human spacecraft will take of Triton for the foreseeable future. That ice is still there right now. The plumes may still be erupting. The ocean is probably still warm. The orbit is still decaying. And nothing, no spacecraft, no telescope, no human eye, is currently watching. The moon that orbits backwards has been quietly dying since Voyager 2 left, and we just stopped paying attention.